So we're going to start in our usual way on our sitting in our chair. And just, oh, again, if you, Carrie, I think you probably have one nearby. We're just going to have a pencil or a pen nearby for our eye work today. So just have that nearby. Oops, here comes someone. Let's let them in. Okay. And then just sit up on the edge of your seat. So hopefully the feet could be flat on the floor here and your legs are slightly angled. Your thigh bones are slightly angled downward. We don't want the feet too high or the knees too high up, okay? And then just make yourself kind of comfortable by rocking first side to side. So we have this little rock, and I want you to feel yourself shift from one hip to the other. So one hip goes down, one hip might even lift up a little bit. And so just in this way, we're already getting a little bit of our inner ear and our balance system to be, hello, good, welcome. We're starting seated, and then we'll make it to the ground, standing and then to the ground. And then come to neutral. Find that place where both sits bones. When we feel both sits bones on the chair, just bring your hands gently onto your thighs. And let's just close our eyes. And let's take that inner and outer awareness. So our sensory awareness. So feel your feet on the ground. Kind of notice if you can feel the texture of the ground under your feet. Notice temperature of the air. Is it cool? Is it warm? Notice the skin of your body that is exposed to the air. So maybe hands, your face, your neck. And then notice sound. So is there sounds in the room? Is there sounds outside the room? And then notice any overall mood or emotion. Any recurring thought. And then notice your body. Let's take a scan of our body from our feet up through the calves and the shins, the knees. Is there any sensations in that lower leg that you can be aware of? And then we're noticing our thighs and your hips and pelvis. Any sensations here? Good or maybe uncomfortable, right? Either way, we're just noticing sensation. We're noticing, does the pelvis, if the hips feel a little tight? Do they feel loose? Do they just feel, there they are? And then you notice belly and your back, your low back. Move your awareness up to your chest, the front of your chest, the back of your chest, right? The back of the ribs. Notice shoulders, the upper chest. Notice your arms, your elbows, right elbow, left elbow, your forearms, and your hands, and even your fingertips. And then notice your face. How does the face feel? And your head, your skull. And then notice your breath. Let's take one hand to the low belly, one hand to your chest. And first just observe this gentle rise and fall, which is our breath. So the breaths can be very subtle. And just see if you can feel underneath your hand that subtlety of movement. So when there's an inhale, there's this rise in the body. Belly rises, chest rises. And when there's an exhale, there's a softening. So the chest will soften and the belly will draw back. Now we're going to start to exaggerate these motions. So you're going to inhale into the belly. Allow that inhale to fill up all the way to the chest, really expanding. And now feeling like you were even stretching the body with your inhale. And then you're going to exhale out the mouth. And you'll exaggerate the exhale, and the ribs will soften and the belly will draw back. And you're going to try to exhale out all your breath. And let's do that 3 more times. So inhale, pulling breath into the belly, up to the chest, stretching the body with your breath, and then exhale. Feel how the belly draws back, the chest slides down. And exhale out all your breath. One more time like this. Inhale, belly. Can you bring that breath all the way up into your upper hand? And then out the mouth, exhale. Exhale out longer than you think you can. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling. And then just relax. Let the hands come back to your thighs, open your eyes, and we're gonna do a little blinking. So we're gonna blink our eyes. Let's try to blink our eyes like little butterflies for 20 times. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's hard to talk and do that. And then open the eyes really big. Lift your forehead. We're going to wake up our face. Lift your eyebrows. And then huge smile. Give me your biggest smile ever. And lift your cheekbones. Can you feel your right cheekbone? Can you feel your left cheekbone? And then scrunch the face. And then relax the face. And again, lift eyebrows. Huge smile. Lift cheekbones. Go up. Feel the right cheek. Feel the left cheek. Can you feel the face lift? And then scrunch the face. And then relax the face. Awesome. Last time. Eyebrows lift. Huge smile. Lift your cheekbones up. Huge. Give me that smile. And then scrunch the face. And then relax the face. Good. Go ahead to your jaw. And let's go some tapping along the jaw. So tap all along that jawline. There's this TMJ joint area. We want to get that area to soften, relax, tend to hold tension there. And just breathing easy as we tap. Let's go ahead and tap the whole face. Tap your forehead, under the eyes. Find the ridges, the bones of the face, right? And then let's go ahead and go up and over the head, tapping the skull. And we're going to tap the whole skull. So you just kind of get in there. Feel that vibration in your head. Feel your skull. Get the sides of the head and the back of the head. Especially, let's spend a little extra time on the back of the skull where the neck and the head meet. Let's go just a few more moments, extra moments here. Great. And then give me a little throat stroking down the throat. Yeah. And then give me a little rub over your heart. So we'll be opposite each other, but give them a little circular motion on the heart. Let's take it down the arm, brush down your arm, waking up through touch, waking up our body through touch and sensory system. And then hitting the palm comes up, come up the body. Brushing up. Great, go to the other side, down, 2. All the way to your fingertips. Can I feel that brushing from my arm all the way to my fingertips? And then we'll turn the palm up, come up. Yeah, good. And then let's find our belly, circle belly. So we go underneath the ribs is the diaphragm, and then we go from diaphragm to low belly. Big circles. Maybe a little quicker, getting some heat. Go the other way. Can I reach back and I rub my low back? Rub the back. Up and down those kidneys, right? We have our kidneys back here. The low back. Can I go around to my hips? And I'm going to rub the sides of my legs, from my hips down the sides of my legs. So I brush from back of the pelvis, sides of the legs, back down. And let's do a little brushing action like this. So any tension from the back, we brush, we brush, we brush, we brush. Yep, that's it. From the back, out the sides of the legs, out of the body. 2 more times. And last time, shake the arms, shake the hands, shake the elbows, shoulders, get a little vibration through the arms. Think about shaking like cold water off your fingers down to the ground. Like you got out of the shower, you don't have a towel. And then you're gonna let your arms just settle. Tall spine, just gonna feel that energy that through that easy kind of warm up, sensory warm up brings, right? And so then we're just gonna go to our head and neck. So we're gonna keep our spines easy, let these arms be easy. Just turn your head over the left shoulder and then over the right shoulder. And I'm using my eyes, so I'm gonna look left as I turn left. And I'm gonna look right as I turn right. And don't try to push into a stretch too much. Let's just think mobility. Let's just think of just moving my head. 1 more each direction. And then let's go center. And let's think about pouring water out our ears. So I'm going to pour water out my right ear. Good. And once I'm here, I'm going to draw my head back a little bit. So I'm going to head tilt. and I draw my head back, and then I'm going to turn my nose towards the floor, and then back towards me. So we're going to get a little neck stretch. Turn the nose to the floor, come back towards me. Beautiful. Now pause here. This opposite shoulder is sneaky. It likes to sneak up. So can I draw that opposite shoulder down? Yes. And now, that might make my movement smaller, but this is going to be good. Now we're going to turn the nose to the floor and then back. There we go. You get and keep that shoulder reaching down, that opposite shoulder. One more time. Turn the nose to the floor. Bring your head back and then back to neutral. Okay, sorry, I got my hair in my eyes. I'm wearing it down today. It's a very rare day. So we're going to take the head back a little bit, and then we're going to side bend the other way. And notice side bending is hard for the neck, but it doesn't mean we don't do it, even if it's small. So we're going to side bend, and we draw the head back. So think of retracting your head a little bit. Now this opposite shoulder, we want to make sure it stays sliding away. And then now let's turn our nose towards the ground, and then back to center. Turn the nose to the ground, back to center. Let's do 2 more. Turn down, back to center. 1 more, turn down, back to center. Bring the head up, and we'll go chicken neck. So I'm going to take my face. It's going to go forward. And I'm going to take my face. It's going to go back. Or I can take my throat. My throat's going to go forward, and my throat's going to come back. Throat's going to go forward, and then it's going to come back. Could I just move my head? 1 more. Throat goes forward, and then pull the head back. Good. Stay here. Grab your pen or your pencil, and if you don't have one, grab one. We're going to do big eye circles. So our eyes also have muscles, and those muscles connect to nerves that help our brains work and our body work. So it's important. We always want to think about also using our eyes, right? So using those eye muscles. So we're going to use them today through a big circle. And so we're going to try to keep the head steady. And how we're going to do that is make an L with your right hand, and put the thumb on your chest and then your index finger on your chin. And that's just going to help you keep your head neutral. And then you're going to take either your thumb is fine too, or your pen towards in the middle of the nose here. And your eyes are going to follow the pen in a big circle towards the left. So we're going to go up. We're going to go around to the left. We're going to come down. Keep your eyes on your pen. Come to the middle. Pause in the middle here, down in the middle. You're going to change hands because we're going to come up the other side. So keep going down and up the other side, up and around. Keep your eyes on your pen. Come back to center. And now we're going to go the other way. So we're going to go to the right. So we're going to go open out to the right. Come down to the center. Change hands. Come up that left side. Woo! And all the way back to center. And then rest. Hopefully you felt, yeah, and if you're still good, hopefully you felt a little bit of stretch, or at least work in those eyes. Okay, place the pen down. We're going to take over to your feet now. I'm going to move back slightly so you can see. We're going to feet and hips seated, and then we'll come to standing. Okay, so let's take the right leg up over the left thigh, and then just grab your foot here. And I'm going to go sideways a little bit so you can see it. I'm just going to take my foot with both of my palms of my hands. I'm just going to kind of wiggle it side to side. I want to wiggle these bones because they're so important for standing. And I'm just going to do that by just kind of, spreading the bones, if you will, and see if I can get a little bit of movement side to side. You might get a pop with the toes, right? A couple more moments here, just kind of molding, melding, the massaging. It's an M word I'm looking for, side to side. And then let's go slap the bottom of the foot. So I'm going to slap. It's nice if you're actually barefoot, so taking off my socks. So we're going to go up and down the foot. A couple more times, just getting some awareness. We have a lot of sensory nerves in our feet. Okay, and then you're going to grab your ankle, and can I shake my foot? Just holding on to it. I'm going to try to shake it. Sometimes the feet are kind of stiff, so we're going to see, can I get a little shake? Great. And then place that back over your foot. And then I'm going to use my hands a little bit. I'm going to try to get really tall on my sits bones, so I can kind of push my body tall. And then I'm going to grab on my blankets here, but I'm going to grab onto the sides of my chair to help me get tall. And then I'm going to hinge over my leg. And what happens is my sits bones, my pelvis goes back and up as I hinge over. And hopefully we get a little stretch in our in our right glute and hip. And then I come back up. Let's just do a few of those. So you're lifting up, your pelvis goes behind you. It goes up and back as I hinge over. And then up you go. So next two, we're gonna vary it just slightly. So I'm going up and over, open the back of the pelvis. Can I lift that sits bones up and back? And then once I'm here, can I round over my leg? And then let's roll up to come back up to a nice tall spine. So we'll do that again. So I'm gonna go flat back over, hinge over, stretch. We're gonna round, exhale. We're gonna roll back up. All right, we're gonna do one more because that felt good, right? And we're gonna go over, sits bones go back, hinge, see what we can get there. Then round over the legs. And then roll up. Good, just grab onto the back of your right thigh and give me a little pumping of the knee, a little forward and back of your knee. Sit up nice and tall so I'm not leaning back. And then I'm gonna stretch my leg forward any amount and I bend back down. I stretch my leg forward and I come back. Stretch through your heel bone, come back. One more, stretch and come back. Place that foot down. And then we're gonna go to the other side. So let's take your other leg, bring it across. I like to do this without my socks actually. And then you're gonna take your palms of the hands and let's just do a little bit of a wiggle. We're trying to get some space in our bones. Notice if this foot is tighter or looser than the other side. And open it up. Get some room in there, so get some wiggle room. Maybe the toes pop a little bit. Get some rotation, some twist. And then let's go ahead and tap the bottom, slap the bottom of your foot up and down. And wake up the foot. One more time. And then I'm gonna grab onto the heel. And I'm gonna shake. Can I shake my foot? Couple more times. Shake, 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 shake. Good. And then let's place that foot over. Hold on to the chair if you need to so you can get nice and high and tall. And I'm gonna take this long spine from the pelvis. Woo, so one side might be tighter than the other. We're gonna hinge forward, okay? Take a breath and then come back up tall. Just do one more like that, hinging. Lift up, pelvis goes, think of your pelvis going back and up. And then come back up. This time we'll add the roll. So we go over, flat back, so up and over, and then round over. Drop your heads, and then roll yourself up nice and tall. Long spine, we go up and over. Stretch the hips. Let's fold, round over, and then we'll curl back up. One more time, we go up and over. Stretch. Round and roll up all the way tall. Good. Uncross your legs. Feet are going to be a little bit wider, so you're kind of in a wider position with the legs. Hands are, we're going to do a rolling spine. Maybe I'll go from the side. You can see. Okay. So going from the side, feet are a little wide. I'm going to lead with my chest, my sternum. So everyone actually, let's tap the sternum a little bit. It's your breastbone, middle of the chest. Also, right behind your sternum is your upper mid back. Okay, so we're going to lead with the sternum. So I'm going to lift my sternum up to the sky, and I'm going to reach it down and out, all the way, and then I'm going to round at the bottom, and I'm going to curl my pelvis, curl, to bring me back up nice and tall. So sternum, lift with your sternum, reach your chest forward and out away from you. That's your inhale. When you get to the bottom here, drop the head, exhale, pelvis curls under you. Curl. Good. I'm gonna face you, keep going. So take your inhale and reach the spine long, stretch. Good. Lengthen out of your body. Exhale, curl, pelvis curls. Look at your belly button, really curl to come up. Beautiful. Inhale, reach your sternum way away from you. Stretch. And then exhale, curl, pull belly under, round, 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 round. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, you find your pace. Stretching away. Exhale, curl. Look at the belly button when you roll up. 1 more time. We inhale, stretch. Get those spines to move. Exhale. Awesome. Beautiful. Bring your feet closer together. And the heels are pretty much under your knees. We're going to reach forward. I'm going to slightly lean forward, and then I'm going to stand all the way up, and I stretch up to the sky. Okay? And then we're going to reach forward. We're going to sit back down, and then we're on our seat. So I reach forward. There's a hinge, and I lift to the sky. I stretch up, and then I sit back down. Good. Let yourself sit, and then press yourself up. Coming down, sit. Find your feet. Use your eyes. Look up to stand up. And then down you go. Couple more times. Come forward. Find your feet. Stretch up. And coming down. Feel those legs. Feel the arms reach. Feel the arms reach to the sky as your feet are on the ground. And then down you go. Last 2. Coming up. Reach. Coming down. Last one, we find our feet, reach, stand up. Let's stay here. We're going to stay here, reaching up. I'm going to rotate my torso towards the right. My arms will come down, and I come back to center. And we'll do it a few times. We're going to do a little like dance with our arms. Okay, let me move my chair so I can be further back. Okay, so we're going to come up again, reach your arms up. I'm going to turn my torso and my arms to go with me to the left. Arms come down, and then I come back to center. Arms come up. Rotate right. Arms go down. Come back to center. Lift up, stretch up. Rotate left. Arms come down and center. And up. And rotate. And arms down. And center. Up, rotate, arms come down, and center. Can we flow it together? Up and around. We come center and around. If you get lost, no worries. See if you can create a smooth transition from side to side. We'll just do 2 more. Feeling that spine, arms up, rotate, the arms come down. Arms float up. Rotate, arms come down, and find neutral. Whew. Okay, good. All right, you're going to have your chair because we're going to do a little standing hip work. So I don't think I need my blankets. Let me move that. So stand your chairs to your side. Okay, either side is actually fine. Even if we open up this leg, you can stand away from it. So just have your chair there so you can use it. Feet are about hip width distance apart. I'm going to take my right leg. We're going to take our right legs out to the side. So what happens sometimes when we do that is we lean over. So can we stand really tall on our standing leg and then lengthen your right leg away from your hip? So I'm gonna it's like I was distracting this hip from my pelvis. And then I'm gonna stay parallel. So your toes are gonna face forward, and we're gonna do a circle. 1, circle 2, keep reaching through that leg. 3, 4, 5. Can we reverse the circle? Go back and around. 1, 2, maybe the glute turns on. 3, 4, 5. Place the foot down. Good. And just stand on your feet. Notice if that leg feels any longer or more connected. Oftentimes it does. And then this one, if your chair's in the way, of course you can switch it around. But if you can keep it there, we can just take the leg out to the side. Other leg reaches out. Want to reach your leg away from you. So send your leg down, keep your spine tall. Let's go into some circles here, keeping the toes facing forward. We go back, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse, around 1, 2, keep those legs nice and straight, 3, smooth it out, 4, 5, Place the legs down. Let's have the feet a little bit apart, soften the knees, and give me some pelvic motion here. So we're gonna have curl pelvis under, and then pelvis goes up and back. Pelvis curls under, pelvis goes up and back. Couple more. Pelvis curls under, feel the front of the pelvis lift, pelvis goes back. Pelvis curls under, pelvis goes back. Last two, pelvis under. Can I feel the low abs a little bit? Pelvis goes back. Let's curl the pelvis under. You're gonna keep it there. Cross your arms over your chest, round through the feet, and from your belly button, we're gonna side bend to the right. Can I feel how the right side got shorter, my left side body got longer? And then I bring myself back up. Pelvis stays under. Careful of the chairs. If you side bend that much, we'll see. So let's find that left side body brings you over. Now the right is stretching, and bring yourself up. One more each side. We side bend. We come up. Let the waistline do the work. We side bend. And we come up. Arms by your side. I'm going to go to the side. We're going to work from the pelvis. So I want you to think of your pelvis going up and back as you hinge over. Your knees can soften a little bit. Really let your butt go back and up. Spine is just easy and long. And then stand up. Feel the pelvis comes forward on top of your feet. So pelvis goes up and back, hopefully getting a stretch in your hamstrings. And then the pelvis comes forward and you stand right on top of the feet. Get taller. Pelvis goes up and back. Soft knees. Really send your sits bones up. And then pelvis, sits bones stand on top of the feet. Just a few more. Pelvis goes up and back. Feel that pelvis move. And then pelvis comes right on top of your feet. Good. Last one. Pelvis, sits bones go up and back. Exhale, stand on top of your feet. Good. Bring your legs closer together. You're going to balance on your right leg. Left leg comes up, tabletop. So you may want that chair again, right? Maybe one finger, maybe the hand. You can decide. Now, can I flex my left toes up and then point my left toes down? Flex. I'm standing tall on my right leg and I'm moving my foot of my left leg. I'm pointing the toes and I'm reaching the heel. Pointing the toes, reaching the heel. One more. Point the toes, reach the heel, and then relax the leg. Let your leg go externally rotate and internally rotate. Externally rotate and in. My pelvis isn't going up and down, just my leg bone. Can I differentiate? Can I find this thigh bone in and out? Maybe I pick it up a little bit. Careful we don't hit the chairs. Perfect. And then come back to center. Take this leg, take it behind you. Take it all the way back behind you. It's going to go back, and my heel is going to try to come onto the ground. Okay, so my front leg is bent. I'm in a long lunge. From here, yeah, can we pick the front of the pelvis up? So I'm curling the tailbone under like we did a moment ago. And what we want to feel is a bigger stretch here. Okay, good. You can still hold on to this chair, and maybe we cross one arm or both. If we do both, it's going to be a balance. We're going to do that same side bend we did before. And I want to feel a big opening stretch on this left side for you. And then come back up and step forward. Great. Other side. So we're going to balance on the left side. Right leg comes up, tabletop. Point your toes to the ground. Reach your heel to the ground. Toes point, heel reaches. Can I feel that heel reach? That's usually challenging. Heel and then toes. Heel, toes. One more. Heel, toes. Relax your foot. Externally and internally rotate your thigh bone. Pelvis isn't going to go up and down. It's just my leg, my thigh bone. Can I find some of that? And then maybe I can let it just go a little quicker. If you need to stay slow, that's fine. And then come back to center. Take this leg behind you. Stretch it back. Can I reach the heel onto the floor? And my front knee is bent in the long lunge. Once I have that, I want to take the pelvis, curl it under me. So take your tailbone long to the floor. And right away, that should give us a nice stretch here. Okay, you can hold on or not, either one cross of the arm or both. We're going to side bend towards the left. Keep that pelvis curled under, take a breath. And then come back up and step forward. Great. Okay, move your chairs. Let's go to the ground. So we'll take, unless you need your chair to help you get down, either way is fine. We're gonna make our way to a sideline position on the ground. Okay, so get what you need, take your time. You need a blanket or a cushion, that's fine. We're gonna lay on, let's lay on our right sides, laying down along the ground. Okay, and once you're here, your bottom arm can support your head or it can stretch long. You know, either way, you can bend it or have it long, it's fine. Your top leg is gonna reach, just like we did when we were standing, we're gonna reach this top leg, toes are facing forward, and I'm gonna see if I can reach my leg away from my pelvis. And then bring your top arm to the sky. Reach up with your fingertips. So show me the palm of your hand, a high five. And then I'm gonna keep this leg just lifted, and my arm is gonna reach down my body, and I'm gonna reach through those fingertips, and I'm gonna try to draw my shoulder down towards my hip, and I might get a little stretch here. And I'm gonna take my arm overhead, palm faces the floor. So arm comes up, palm faces forward, reach your fingertips towards your foot, down the leg it goes. And then bring the palm of the hand back up, overhead, the palm faces the floor. A couple more times, we open, stretch that hand, the fingertips, reach your arm down your body, reach, and then go open, palm faces the floor. One more time, reach the fingertips toward your foot. Yes, that's it. And then arm goes overhead, and then arm comes back to center. Let's bring fingertips in front of you on the floor. This top leg is gonna just swing forward, and then you're gonna point your foot, the leg's gonna swing long behind you. We'll go nice and slow. Bring the leg forward, reach your heel forward like we did when we were standing. Point your toes, reach the toes back behind you. Flex your foot, bring the heel forward. Point the foot, reach your toes back. And flex and point. Couple more times. Flex, hopefully feeling your glute, and point. And flex, and point. Last time, flex, reach your heel, and then point, reach back. Stay back here, somewhere back behind you. Can I lower my big toe down? Can I lift it up? Can I lower it down? Can I lift it up? Breathe. My waistline's lifted a little bit off the floor. Just feel this leg work. We're gonna get this outer glute to get on here. Turn on. Maybe a little burning, that's okay. 2 more times. 1 more time. Good, and then lower the leg. Just bend it on top of your other leg. Hopefully we feel a little work. Thumbs up, a little bit. Okay, good. Okay, so we're not quite done yet with this leg. We will be in a moment. So let's go ahead and bring our top arm like an L. So it's going to be in front of us. You can bring your knees up a little higher. And then the hand and inner arm faces the floor. I still want to see if I can lift my waistline a little bit. And then I want to synchronize my leg and my arm. So can I lift my leg and my arm just up? And can I lower my leg and my arm down? And I'm kind of curious about timing. So we'll do a few and just start to notice, does my leg or arm move faster than the other one? Maybe I need to slow down one limb or speed one limb up. Good. Think about timing, even though that glute is burning. Think about the leg and the arm and the timing they have. 2 more times. Use your breath. 1 more time. And then down you go. Woo! Okay, your top hand comes onto the floor. Just press yourself up onto your forearm. This one will feel good. We're gonna do a stretch. Top leg reaches long behind you, like on a diagonal. Your top arm's gonna sweep around that opposite diagonal in front of you, and you're gonna crawl your fingertips forward. I can drop my head, and I'm gonna take a big stretch. So crawl your fingertips on that forward diagonal, reach your leg back on the back diagonal, And your bottom arm's just kind of pressing the floor away. Take a breath or two here. Big stretch. Beautiful. And then bring yourself back to neutral. Stack the leg. Let's just press ourselves up and we swivel around to the other side. Okay, good. So how did we start? Let's be on our sides. If I didn't just blend into this. Sometimes my screen looks a little dark, but I think you guys can still see me, hopefully. Yeah, okay. So top leg is gonna reach long, okay? We're supporting our head, whichever, you can have the arm bent or stretched. Waistline is lifted a little bit. Top leg is reaching, and it stays there, so it's gonna be working the whole time. Foot is flexed. Take your top arm to the sky, and think of armpit slides down a little bit already, right? And then reach, give me a high five. Reach those fingertips, and we're gonna reach down. It can be a little nervy, so if you feel a little nerve stretch, that's okay. It's actually gonna give us a little nerve stretch. And then we come up, palm faces the floor, we go overhead. We're just gonna do 4. So we go up, palm faces forward, we reach down our leg, down towards the heel, slide your armpit down. We come overhead, palm faces the floor. Let's come up, palm faces forward, reach towards your outer heel. Coming up, palm faces the floor. Last time, we come up, shoulder slides down, reach through your fingertips. And then palm goes overhead, palm faces the floor, and then bring your hand in front of you on the floor. So waistline is lifted, this top leg is just gonna flex. I'm gonna swing it forward, getting a little stretch. We're gonna point, reach to the toes, reach behind you. Flex, bring it forward. Point, bring it back. Nice smooth transitions between these two positions. That rhymes. Flex, reach forward. Point, reach back. Flex, reach forward. This leg might feel totally different. Mine does. Reach forward, flex. Point, reach back. Nice and smooth forward. Nice and smooth back. One more time. Reach forward through your heel. Reach back through your toes. Stay back there. Here we go. We're going to lower and we're going to lift. Try to keep that leg long. Can we stretch our legs a little longer? There we go. It's better. Yes. The leg is straight. No bending of those knees. See if you can lengthen on that diagonal. Lower and lift. Big toe touches. Pinky toe lifts. 2 more. Big toe touches. Pinky toe lifts. 1 more. Big toe touch. Pinky toe lift. Bend your knee. Send it down. Woo! Okay, that was some work. Almost there. Let's take a moment. We'll lift our waistline back up. Your top arm is going to face the palm and the inner arm face the floor. And we're curious about timing of our arm and our leg. Same side timing. So my arm and my leg. Let's bring our legs up a little higher, I think. Okay? Yeah, that looks good. Now to arm and leg lift up. And arm and leg lower. Woo! Now this is my arm and leg working together. Can I coordinate? This side's a little bit different, right? Each side's different. Can I coordinate? Think about the timing. Is my arm and my leg in sync with each other? And if not, do I need to slow one limb down or speed one limb up? And you get to decide. 2 more. Lift and lower and lift. I know it's work. I know. And down, rest. Okay, here's the good part. Step, come on up on your forearm. Top leg slides back on that diagonal. Top arm's gonna reach forward and I'm gonna crawl forward. Those fingers drop the head. The bottom forearm pushes away. Just take your big stretch. And then breathe into those ribs. And then come back up. Stack legs. Push yourself up. Okay, we're gonna go to a little seat. So what is often helpful here is to have something under your, you can also bend knees, okay? So if sitting long, this is usually challenging for a lot of us. If sitting long is hard, slide your blanket under you or a pillow or bend the knees. You might need both, okay? We're just gonna do a forward stretch here. So feet, let's actually widen the legs a little bit. I changed my mind. Let's have a little wider. You still might need that support. Arms are going to be forward, shoulders are on the back. Take a long inhale through the spine. I'm going to go sideways. On the exhale, I want to go chin to chest. And I'm going to start to round my spine and reach forward at the same time. Keep your feet flexed. Any amount is great. Pause here, inhale, and exhale, pull belly back. Roll yourself back up, stacking the spine nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, we'll go chin tuck, roll through your spine, reach your fingertips forward, round. Inhale, exhale, pull yourself back up, nice and tall. Okay, one more time, let's see it. And nice and tall, chin tuck, reach forward, 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 and pull belly back, stack the spine, back up nice and tall. Let's reach our arms to the sky, reach up, stretch your spines. Bring the hands behind the head. Arms out to a T and arms down. Arms up to the sky, stretch up. Hands behind the head to your T and then touch the floor. Good, arms up, stretch up. Hands behind the head, stretch out, find your T, touch the floor. Last time, arms up, stretch up. Hands behind the head, elbows wide, find your T, arms down. Good, okay, bend your knees, hands behind your thighs. We're gonna take a roll down to the mat. We're gonna take an inhale. On our exhale, we're gonna curl pelvis under, just like we did in the chair, but we're gonna round back this time. We're gonna round pelvis under, soften your ribs back. And you get to use your hands to assist you. They slide down the back of the legs all the way down. Once you're here, inhale, reach your arms back overhead. Circle the arms around. Reach for your thighs, chin to chest. Look, you can crawl your hands. I might have to use my arms and pull around and roll yourself back up. Inhale, tall. We did good. Now just do two more. Exhale, curl, pelvis under. Pelvis comes under first, then the low back reaches the floor, then the ribs, then the shoulders, then my arms reach back, and the head, and then the arms come around, reach for the back of your thighs, chin to chest, look forward and crawl yourself up. I may have to use my arms to help me. And then I go nice and tall. Inhale. Last one, exhale, curl pelvis, then low back, then ribs, upper back, shoulders, head. Reach your arms back behind you. Circle the arms around, chin to chest. Look forward, use your eyes, and crawl yourself up. And then nice and tall. All right, last thing we're gonna do today is lay on our stomachs for a moment and a little bit of extension, okay? So laying onto your bellies. Let's go to, actually you're on your stomach, but you're gonna be on your forearms. You're in a little Sphinx pose, okay? Legs are a little bit apart. I wanna be in a square Sphinx pose, so my arms are about shoulder width apart. Just start to press your forearms, lift your belly up off the floor a little bit, shoulders are wide, and just look forward. Just look forward. Maybe I need to lift up my top of my pubic bone a little bit. Can I pull my heart forward? I'm pressing the arms down. Take a breath. And then elbows out to the side, hands under the forehead, lower the head down. Feel your chest on the mat. Can I reach my left leg away from me and up? And then down. Pubic bone stays heavy into the floor. Can I lift and lengthen my right leg up? And down. Couple more. Lift left leg. And down, pubic bone stays heavy, reach and lift the right leg. And down, reach and lift the left leg. And down, reach and lift that right leg. And down, both legs down, lift your head, come back to your Sphinx pose. Forearms on the ground, lift through the chest, pushing the arms down, open the chest. And if I feel like I want a little more, this might be enough. You're lifting the front body, lifting the belly up. If I feel like I want a little more, I might press through my arms, and I'm gonna make sure I take my back with me if I come up a little higher. And then I'm gonna lower my arms down, elbows out to the side, forehead on your hands, bend your knees. And then just let your legs go side to side. You're gonna let your legs do a little side to side. So a little reverse knee sway, bringing out your back, side to side. And then find center, lower the legs down, hands by your ribs, press yourself back to a little child's pose. Sit back toward your feet, walk your hands forward, forehead just rests on the mat for a moment. Take a breath or two into your back of your ribs. Feel free to crawl your hands forward a lot. And then one more breath here. And then slowly just roll yourself up and come to a seat. Comfortable seat, find a comfortable seat for you. And then just bring your hands onto your heart for a moment, close your eyes again. And just feel for a moment the energy that you created in your body, the warmth, the muscle activation. You might notice your heart beating under your hand, the heat of your skin. Maybe your mood has changed. And just nod your head toward your heart in recognition of your self-care. And may your self-care not only benefit yourself, but those around you and the world at large. And I thank you so much for coming to class. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you, thank you. All right, we're gonna come back at 1 o'clock for our 20-minute meditation.